welcome back to another Wednesday Heroes and Hooligans production of the Key From Above. We are a live-action Dungeons & Dragons roleplay group bringing you excitement and comedy every Wednesday, 6 o'clock Central Time. Last week, the party experienced some things, and I'll turn it over for them to tell you about it.
We went to a tea shop, but there was no tea. But there was a talking plant. And there were other talking plants, well, pots that we can grow talking plants in, and that will be exciting.
Talking plants were certainly absolutely exciting. And they absolutely cleared all 5 districts of Traverse Town and have decided they wanted to go speak with G. Take it away, guys.
Ella, you talk better than I do.
Yes. Okay. Assume we have fast traveled all the way back to the first district.
Oh yeah, it's not a long walk. Not at all.
Okay. Then we will enter G's and oh gee, we have the most wonderful of news for you.
Oh, I really, really enjoy wonderful news, he says as he comes out of the kitchen.
Well, first off, all the districts are clear now. They are open for business. You can spread the word around. But this is the important thing. While we were out, we found in the 5th district a tea shop. And I think we're going to... Do you know anyone who's interested in working there? Because I think we want to open up our own tea and pastry shop.
Oh, you found old Madigan's tea shop there. I haven't seen that place open in, ever. Yeah, Madigan tea shop. Opening it. Did you, by chance, come across anything interesting when you were inside the tea shop before we go any further about opening it?
Oh, yeah. And I just hold up our precious little plant buddy. We haven't decided on a name, but he is the sweetest thing, and we're going to plant him somewhere, and this has been wonderful.
He just kind of jumps back, startled, yeah, that, and takes like a little step back to make sure he's out of range. That. Okay. Yeah. All right, so if you want to open it, sure, there's plenty of refugees around town. I could probably find somebody and send them down there. Do you want me to have them meet you there or just go, or how do you want to do it?
They can meet us there because, I mean, we have to figure out what they want to do exactly. Are they going to work the cash register? Are they going to be baking? Are they brewing? Do they just want to be wait staff? Got to figure all of that out. Ooh. And how would you feel about maybe like a partnership? Because I know we want to do all the kinds of baking, and maybe we could sell you guys certain pastries on certain dates? I don't know.
Well, I'm not really much of a baker myself. I only know a recipe or two that I learned back when I was a wee child-sized boy. And, maybe in exchange I can give you my recipes and you could bake those delicious galettes that I had baked for you before. And you can serve them there. Yeah, that sounds all right. We could make a deal.
Amazing. Let's see.
There were also a bunch of shops in District 4. If anybody wants to open those up or needs a place to stay.
Oh, perfect. Yes, hearing that the whole town is clear just warms my heart. it makes me feel very full inside to know that Traverse Town is once again safe. And you fine folks are super helpful. Thank you for that. I knew you could do it. From the moment you stepped in the door, I knew you could do it. But I will make sure to tell everybody whenever we have our next town advisors meeting, tonight, that everything is taken care of, and you wonderful folks have made sure that we could live safely again.
And if they have any problems, send them to District 3, because apparently we live there now. That's what the horse told us.
Oh, you found the house in the guild hall then.
Yes.
Perfect. I was hoping you would.
The guild hall was kind of scary, but we fixed it.
It was scary. Well, how do you mean?
It tried to cut off my head.
It tried to cut off your head. Well, I've never seen a building try to cut anybody's head off before, but yeah, I had never seen lands engulfed in darkness either. Well, I'm glad you fixed it and it's not broken anymore, and that you found the house. The horse told you. You found Max. He's very colorful, isn't he?
That's one way to put it.
Yeah, he's been around a really long time. I think he might just be lonely. He'll warm up to you. Nobody's lived in that house, as long as I've been here.
How long have you been here?
Well, it would take me some time to sit down and try to figure it out. But you see these gray hairs? And he points to his beard.
I assumed that was your boy's doing.
Oh, no. No, he's a good boy. But I've been here as long as these gray hairs have. Just about, I think. Maybe. I really don't know. A long time, I think.
Pretty sure the average hair falls out every few months.
Well, if you want to get into the science of it, yes, of course.
Hair, yes. Hair is definitely a thing that I have. Yes.
Yes.
If that's true, we should get you to a cleric.
I did notice the scales on your palm were a little fuzzy. It was a little intriguing to me. I had never seen a fuzzy kobold before.
I worry that having my own room, they might get more fuzzy.
Well, you should see a local cleric. Maybe they have something that can help that.
You could also try bathing fairly regularly. I know it's not your thing, but it might help with the fuzzy scales.
Yes, but I haven't seen any dust piles or dirt piles. I would certainly bathe. I just haven't seen any of them.
Remember that big thing with the water in it in the
water?
Yes.
I don't know.
It's completely safe, I promise you.
If you prefer dust bathing, Max can maybe lend you a stall.
I mean, a sand, a sand pit would be good, maybe.
Well, tell you what. Talk to the horse when he's in a good color. If he has a spot for it, I can probably blow up some straw and make sand.
Well, wait a minute now. Now, isn't straw flammable? You know what? Your house, your rules. You do whatever you want.
Ash is a kind of sand. If I burn the straw, it will be sandy. Well, ashy, but it'll have the same effect.
You know what? I will take your word for it, Hattie. You seem to know exactly what you're talking about. So I
never know exactly what I'm talking about. If I knew exactly what I was talking about, I wouldn't have to say it out loud because I would already know it in my brain. But I'm very good at blowing things up. And I've promised Ella I will not blow anything up in the house.
Yeah, that's what the shed's for.
That's a good promise. Not blowing things up in the house is definitely a good promise. And the shed is probably an okay place to blow things up. It's a little bit of ways from the house. I haven't been out there in quite some time, but last I remember, it was in a decent location.
Guys, guys, guys. We need to throw a housewarming party. Or
House
the very
party.
Can it be a tea party?
Yes, yes, it can. Or it doesn't even have to be a housewarming. It could just be a, hey, look, all the darkness is gone from this from Traverse Town.
An unbirthday party.
Yes, yes. And we can meet everyone.
That sounds like fun.
We need music and tea
So,
and ribbons. Lots of ribbons.
that could bring some morale to the town. I think that's a great idea.
We need invitations. You have to have invitations for parties.
Oh, yes, yes, yes.
And you must write them in at least 3 languages because we don't know what everyone here speaks.
Okay, let's see. I have Common, Dwarvish, Elvish, Primordial. Okay, that's at least 4 right there.
Gnomish and Halfling.
Ooh, Gnomish and Halfling. Okay, we got 6. I'm sitting down, I'm taking out my notebook where I normally do songs, and I'm just writing out everything.
Draconic, and there's a secret one that I can't really talk about with you. Sorry.
No, that's fine. Everyone has their secrets. No big deal. Oh, this is going to be great. Snow, what languages can you add to this?
Well, the only one you haven't said would be the Druidic one.
Oh, yes. Oh, my God. We can sit there and set up the little garden area, and we can have a garden tea party, and yes.
All the pretty sparkly flowers.
Yes.
While you are fangirling over your party invitations, G is going to go back to working and doing the things that he does.
Hey, G, before you go,
Yes,
did you get a messenger about the guy in the bell tower in District 2?
Oh, Stefan, absolutely.
Okay, you were able to send him food then?
Yes, I hadn't seen him in a very long time. I was a little concerned. I'm glad that you made sure he was safe. He's been eating rather well, actually.
Awesome.
He's a very talented man. Did you know he could sing?
I didn't.
We
Oh,
should
great.
hire him for the party.
He
Yeah.
is very, very talented. Oh, I don't know if he will go to a party, but you could try. He's not very social, having a face that only a mother could love. He knows that people will definitely don't usually accept him. He enjoys his space, but you could invite him.
With enough ribbons, we can fix that, you see. We just need a hat. And I heard a story once about a man who sang an opera, and he used a mask for that problem. We just need enough ribbons and some leather, and I need a sewing needle. Oh, this will be good.
You could probably find all of that in the tailor shop
Where's the tailor shop?
in the 2nd district across from the hotel.
Oh, is that the one that had the ribbons before?
It
Yes.
did ribbons before. I haven't seen the owner of that shop in quite some time either.
Clearly, we need to make Stefan a mask so that he will feel more comfortable coming to the party and singing with Ella.
Yes. Oh, I haven't sung a duet in, oh God, I don't even know when. Well, from my perspective, it's like a few months ago, but I guess it's technically been a year and some odd months. You know what? It doesn't matter. This is going to be wonderful.
Well, so if you don't need anything else from me, I have a long list of things to attend to. Very, very busy.
Will you cater the party?
I could certainly throw some food together.
I can make the tea. I'm very good at that.
Oh, I believe that you most certainly are very good at making tea, Hattie. Okay, ta-ta for now.
Bye.
All right, good. So I'm assuming we're going to sit down and completely derail any plans in favor of party planning.
Well, the thing is about parties, you cannot have them when you think of them. Because if you have them when you think of them, then nobody knows to come. So what we must do is send the invitations and also the supply requests. And then we should go on an adventure, but make sure we're back in time for tea and people can come to the party.
Okay, yes. All right. Let's make up the invitations, everything we need, and possibly crack open this book that we still haven't messed with that we got from Merlin. And then we come back and it's a party and all will be well and beautiful.
Indeed, we have to give people time to know to come.
Okay, then let's tentatively put it for next week.
Yes, on Tuesday. Everybody needs a party on Tuesday.
This is true. All right, okay. Oh, and we need to talk to Merlin. I think we should sit there and have all the invitations have glitter inside them. So whenever you open them, bam, you get glitter in the face. I think it'd be fun.
That would be amazing. I feel like this needs to happen.
Okay.
I wonder if Merlin would provide larger illusions. I used to have fireworks. Fireworks are great at parties, but they're very dangerous because they sometimes land on roofs and then people's houses catch fire and then people are mad at you. So instead of lighting people's houses on fire, because I think Max would be mad at us, perhaps we could ask Merlin if he can do an illusion of fireworks, because my illusions are not so big, and I cast minor illusion and show you guys a very small firework.
Ooh, I'm loving this the more we talk about it. Let's see. Oh, and I need to sit there. Okay.
Or no, hear me out. We just get massive glitter bombs and, in the air.
Again, we want people
Yes.
to invite us. I am still picking glitter out of my hair.
We can use red and yellow glitter, and it will look like fire.
I do like that plan. Ooh, what if we made the little glitter packets for the campfire when we're roasting the gelatin poofs? And the you put the paint and the glitter on the sticks, and when you put it in, it makes the flames different colors, and then the glitter goes.
Oh, yes. Yes. What else do we need? I need to speak to Stefan, figure out what his range is, so I can sit there and start writing up a song.
So while you're sitting there planning, a small boy comes rushing in and hollering, Geppetto, Geppetto. And when he comes out of the kitchen, he hands him an envelope and runs away. Geppetto stops and opens the envelope and looks at it, and his eyes go very, very wide. And he says to you, one of the portals is glowing. One of the portals hasn't been glowing for a very long time, but one of them is glowing.
What does that mean?
Well, the portals is the way that people used to come here from the other lands, and they haven't really glowed since the darkness took over. I think you probably came in through the portals where the big tree was and the stone circle.
Oh, that. I'm gonna look to the others. Did we want to go check that out, or?
I mean, I think we should.
Okay. I'll put away all the paper for now and just dust myself off as I stand up. Okay.
We are never going to get to read that book. Oh well.
You know what? Later, before bed, we're all going to sit down and we will read it then. I mean, we got to sleep at some point, so.
Later before is backwards, but sure. Yuri, do you want to go to the portal?
I'll go anywhere, of course.
Okay. Ella, which way to the portal?
Okay, so we came out and then we went this way. Okay, this way. And I'm just going to go back the way we came into Traverse Town.
So out of the first district and down the path, that is about a 15 or so minute walk. And when you get there, you see the large stone portal around the central tree trunk. And it appears that not only is one of the portal doorways glowing, but also the tree trunk is glowing red.
Red means stop.
Oh, I don't like red lights. They're never good.
Well, we are the heroes. Whether we want to be or not. I will go look at the door.
When you examine the door, it appears to be glowing in a orange light, and the previously scratched out symbols now read in a language familiar to one of you.
If nobody can read it, I can take 10 minutes, but if someone can read it, that's faster.
Oh, Snow, I think you certainly can read this door.
Looks like I can read it.
It's written in Druidic, and it says Dwarven Woodlands.
It says Dwarven Woodlands. That's where I'm from. That's my home.
Your home is covered in orange light.
Can I touch the stone?
Sure.
Now we have a map of the 100-acre woods, right?
Yes.
Is one of these stones? Does it have that written on them?
It doesn't. However, the red glowing tree stump is kind of playing a bit of music. It sounds like this. Maybe. But there is no door that reads 100 Acre Wood. All of the rest of the stones that you are now figuring out are doorways are still kind of scratched where you can't read them well. But the sound as you get closer to the tree stump that is glowing bright red is this. Maybe. All right, well, that's cool. There we go. Oh, okay.
Our next animal friend is a cuddly old bear who lives with his pals in this magical book. Deep in the 100 acre.
All right, well, technical difficulties, but you get the point.
Woodlands and woods are both made of wood. Perhaps. How do we get in?
I'm gonna pull out the book and start flipping through it real quick to see if anything happens once the book's out.
The singing gets a little louder and the glowing a bit brighter.
I look to the others and slowly go to put the book on the stump.
That does not do anything differently.
Okay.
Last time you had to sing a song.
So maybe try reading the book.
Or looking at the door. Wasn't there a clue on the door last time? How about one of us look at the book and one of us look at the door?
I'll start reading the book out loud.
I'm quite short, but if someone holds me up to the door, I'll take a look.
You start reading the book out loud. Chapter 1, in which Christopher Robin returns. Who started it? Nobody knew. One moment there was usual forest babble, the wind in the trees, the crow of a cock, the cheerful water in the streams. Then came the rumor. Christopher Robin is back. Owl said he heard it from Rabbit, and Rabbit said he heard it from Piglet, and Piglet said he just sort of heard it, and Kanga said why not ask Winnie the Pooh. And since that seemed like a very encouraging idea on such a sunny morning, off Piglet trotted, arriving home to find Pooh anxiously counting his pots of honey. Isn't it odd? Says Pooh. Isn't what odd? Pooh rubbed his nose with his paw. I wish they would sit still. They shuffled around when they think I'm not looking. A moment ago there was 11, and now there are only 10. Isn't it odd, Piglet? And as you read out loud this book, a doorway starts to come from the center of the tree stump. A large, glowing red portal door.
It's working.
Okay, I think we have an option. We can either go to the 100 Acre Woods or we can check out Snow's home. Which would you guys like to do?
I think it's up to Snow.
I don't know what to do. I want to go home, but I'm scared. So let's do the 100 Acre first.
All right, then.
Even if it's not home, it might be homey or home-like or homely.
It is the 100 Acre Woods, so maybe.
Little baby steps. We try this world first. If it goes badly, then we kind of have time to prepare and get better before we head to your home, where it will probably be really bad because darkness and, it's planned to ruin everything good in this world.
I don't see what could possibly go wrong.
I mean, if it doesn't kill us, it makes us stronger.
It's true.
Unless it chops our heads off, but that usually kills you, just not always.
And I've heard my leg will grow back. I am not ready to test it.
You can regrow. We'll come back to that. To the woods. And I'm just going to go through the door because, oh my God, that's concerning. That is so concerning.
I'm going to follow her.
I turn to Yuri and say, "You have got to teach me that trick. It would be so convenient." If someone
Yuri?
your head, would you grow a new body or a new head or both? And then there would be two of you, and then you could be your own twin.
Don't tempt me with a good time.
Well, we better go through the good times next Tuesday. We better go through the door.
So you continue reading until the door is fully available. "It's even," said Piglet. "If it's 10, that's it. If it isn't, it isn't." Hearing himself saying this, Piglet thought it didn't quite sound right, but Pooh was still counting, moving the pots from one corner of the table to the other and back again. "Bother," said Pooh. "Christopher Robin would know if he was here. He was good at counting. He always made things come out the same way twice, and that's what good counting is." "But, Pooh," Piglet began, the tip of his nose growing pink with excitement. "On the other hand, it's not easy to count things when they won't stay still, like snowflakes and stars. But, Pooh," and if Piglet's nose wasn't pink before, it was scarlet now, "I've made a hum about it. What would you like to hear? Would you like to hear it, Piglet?" Piglet was about to say that hums were splendid things, and Pooh's hums were the best there were, but rumors come first. And then he thought what a nice feeling it was to have a big piece of news and be about to pass it on. Then he remembered the hum which Pooh had made up about him, Piglet, and how it had 7 verses, which was more verses than a hum had ever since time had begun, and they were about him. So he said, "Oh yes, Pooh, please." And Pooh glowed a little because a hum is very well as far as it goes, and well indeed when it goes for 7 verses, but it wasn't a real hum until it's been tried out on somebody. And while honey is always welcome, the welcomest of all directly after a hum. And the door opens up.
I shrug and I step through.
I follow through, kind of hiding behind her legs a little bit.
I'm in.
I go too.
Okay. So everybody steps in to the portal, and you step in and you kind of travel for a moment. And while you're traveling, you hear a lovely humming sound. And it says, "If you want to count your honey, you must put it in a row. If the sun is sunny, if it's snowy in the snow. And you'll know when you have counted how much honey you've got. Yes, you'll know what the amount is, and so therefore what it's not." And about the time the last of the humming is finished, you step out into the 100-acre wood.
Those were wise words.
As we look around, what do we see?
Well, you step out of a tree into a forest, and the tree portal glows red until the last person steps out, and then it seals itself shut. And you find yourself near a spring. If you look at your map, you see the 100-acre wood bubble. You're coming out in the trees directly to the left in that little cove there where the spring kind of runs through. So you see lots of trees and you hear birds and the grass is green and it sounds like a generally happy place. And not a spot of darkness around other than the natural darkness from the shade of the trees.
This doesn't look as bad as I thought it would.
No, it looks really pleasant here.
That's giving me a bad feeling. Lately, no, always. Things aren't what they seem. And there's no knowing what we don't know.
Now it says friends, rabbits, friends. Friends is good.
Friends is only good if you're one of them.
Well, yes, but yes.
Well, only one way to figure things out. We must explore. Which way should we go?
Probably towards the rabbits. They're usually manageable for people bigger than me. What was that sound? Maybe we should follow it instead.
The sound is coming. All right, so this sound of music is coming from deeper in the forest heading north of you.
Well, I'm always up for following music.
Should we scout first?
Yes, let me take a look here. Let me look at the let me give the old map a look, and then look ahead, and then see what we see, view what we view. Yes, I don't know.
Twinkle, could you help him?
Now let me sneak ahead a little bit. Now I can definitely sneak. The question is, do I know what I'm looking at? And I'm not sure. It's a 26 on the stealth and a 5 on the investigation.
see trees. That is what you are looking at. And you could hide. You don't see anybody around. You just hear some like regular birds chirping, typical forest music. Typical forest sounds. And then the music coming from the north side of the forest.
Can Twinkle help him find his way since she has advantage on using her ears? Using her ears?
Sure.
Would that be investigation or?
It is a perception, actually.
Perception. And it's actually her stats, not mine. So let me find them. Wisdom. Okay. Oh dear. Oh dear. Oh dear. She rolled 2 4s.
Well, being as Yuri is pretty good at sneaking and having Twinkle to help, they're able to follow the stream through the forest where they see a young woman near the stream who seems to be by herself.
Assuming we have been told this, I'm gonna look around like, should we go talk to her, or are we avoiding people?
Well, we should find out what's going on.
Avoiding people only gets you nowhere.
Okay. Then I will just calmly go up to her. Hi there.
Oh, she startles very quickly and jumps into the stream.
Oh, no, we're friendly. Oh.
Are you taking a bath? We can give you privacy if you're taking a bath.
She does not appear to be visible as soon as she makes contact with the water.
Oh. Can I offer you a song or something to show we're good people? I don't know what to do here. I promise you, we are very nice. Okay.
You get no response. You don't even see a splash of water as the woman is gone.
Mm.
Do we still hear the forest music?
No.
Have I heard of creatures like this?
I don't know. Have you?
Would it be history or?
Yeah, go ahead and give me a history.
That's better. 21.
Oh, she maybe is a Nereid, a river people.
Myriad. They're river people. Kind of made of rivers. Very shy. Splash, splash, goodbye.
I refuse to believe she's gone yet. I sit down, pull out my lute, and I start singing Primordial because I am determined to have at least one good interaction here. Dang it. Just one.
I'm not sure primordial's the right approach.
I have no idea what language might appeal to her.
Maybe stay in common. I feel like primordial is more scary than it is comforting.
Okay, fine. We'll stick with common, but she...
All right. Someone come and get me if this doesn't go well. I'm gonna jump in the river.
Oh, no.
Splish splash, time to take a bath.
It is crisp and cool and relaxing when you jump into it.
This is not what I thought water was like at all. Now I do feel a little slower, perhaps.
I'm very confused how I jumped in the river and you got wet. But welcome.
Well, I thought we were all jumping in the river. I mean, when Hattie jumps in something, it's time to jump.
That could get you in trouble someday.
Well,
But I appreciate your support. I don't know if you know how to do this, but I'm going to go look under the water now. And I'm going to go look under the water.
I want your song, Ella. Before I tell Hattie what they see under the water, I want your song. I want to know what you're singing. Tell me if you're enticing my Nereid or not.
We'll go with this one.
Colors on the wind, floating from a different world. Greet the dawn with a song to welcome the daybreak. It's a melody I hear in my memory, where I watch birds take flight off into the eastern sky. No time to waste, can we escape to a place where the treasure lies? Out here on the seven seas we will find our paradise. Can we be reborn in the wake of a storm, so that I can tell you the words of my heart? There is so much I would give to you, but in one life there is not enough time. Underneath the waves there is a melody, telling our story of faraway nights. I'll sing along so I won't forget. So through the song, make the tale live on.
I have done the bard thing.
You have certainly done the bard thing here. And when you do the bard thing, a small dark-haired woman pops up out of the river. And just kind of looks at you.
Hi. I'm Ella. These are my friends. The ones in the river with you are Yuri and Hattie.
hello.
Hello.
And this is Snow and Whisper.
Hi.
Hi.
She just kind of blinks at you like she sees your mouth moving and knows that words are coming out, but she doesn't quite understand it.
I'm gonna switch through all the languages I know and see if I get a reaction.
Primordial.
Yes! I will repeat all of that in primordial. And what's your name?
She will tell you her name is Lapis Lazuli.
Absolutely. Okay.
She stays her distance from you. She's very timid.
I'll tell everyone her name and go, okay, what questions do we want to ask her before she tries to flee again?
What's going on in the woods?
Okay. Could you tell us what's going on around here, please?
Well, it's just a normal day in the 100-acre wood.
Is there anything bad going on here? Or
Well, not from your usual, not aside from your usual heffalumps and hoozles and whatsits and things of the sort.
so no darkness or heartless?
What's a darkness or a heartless?
That answers that question. Okay. I'll inform everyone of this. So good news. There's no darkness or heartless here.
Well, I guess we don't have to worry about that then.
Yeah.
So then why were we sent here?
Well, today is the day Christopher Robin comes back. Maybe you're friends of Christopher Robin's.
I told you that I couldn't see what could possibly go wrong. Someday I'm going to be right.
Today is a day. That much is true.
She looks at Ella and says, I'll tell you what. I'll take you straight to Christopher Robin's house if you play a game with me.
I like games. I'll look to the others. Like, are you cool with playing a game?
I enjoy party games very much.
Games are fun.
All right. Yes, Miss Lapis, we will gladly play a game with you.
She hands you 5 vials of liquid.
Okay, I'll give everyone a vial. Do we need to drink this for the game to start, or?
She shakes her head very rapidly.
I am staunchly against drinking games.
Show of good faith. I open and drink the vial.
Roll me a con save.
Didn't she shake her head? No? Oh, well.
And this, friends, is how I die. 9.
Perfect. Hold please for results.
Okay.
Is anybody else drinking or just Ella?
I am absolutely going to join her.
Con save, please.
Let's do it. Bad decision, crew.
Well, we said we'd play the game. It'd be rude not to drink.
Absolutely. That's a real bad roll. 8.
Okay. Hold please for results. Anybody else?
In for a penny, in for a pound. I hope it tastes like tea.
It tastes like your most favorite drink on the whole planet. It is
Ooh.
very delicious, and does not taste like it will hurt you one bit.
I will drink.
Okay.
Anything Hattie'll do, I'll do.
Con saves.
Well, I suppose if everybody else is doing it.
That's a 16.
Okay. So as each of you drink the liquid, it tastes like the most delicious drink of your life. It's your favorite thing on the whole planet. And each of you start to feel warm and fuzzy inside and out as you each turn into something small and tiny. Ella
Hi.
and Whisper.
Oh.
And Patty. And Yuri.
Hello.
And last but certainly not least, Snow. And you turn into these cute, tiny little creatures, and she giggles. And she says, okay. And now all of you can understand her, and you can understand each other. Now she says, okay. You guys go hide, and I'll come find you. And whoever wins, I'll give a special prize to, and then I'll take you to Christopher Robin's.
But how do we win?
I'm definitely going to win.
Probably, but I still want to know how to try.
So what I'll do is there will be 6 locations in the forest around the area, and you'll each pick a location 1 through 6. Don't tell me what it is. And then you'll also roll stealth, which I don't want to know what that is either. And what she'll do is she'll come to each location and she'll try to find you. And if she rolls a number above or at your stealth for that place and you're in the room, then she finds you. So go ahead, and there will just be 6 locations. You can hide in the same spot, hide in different ones. Pick a spot 1 through 6. Doesn't matter, don't tell me. And go ahead and roll your stealths. All right, and she says, okay, go hide. And then she counts while you're hiding. 1, 2, skip a few, 99, 100. And she heads off to the first spot to see if she finds anybody. Come out, wherever you are. 18 in location 1. If nobody, she moves on to location 2. 15 in location 2.
She finds me.
Who's me? Whisper?
Snow.
Snow, okay. She finds Snow, so she picks up Snow's tiny pocket-sized little bean and sets it on her shoulder and says, "Ha! I have found you. Now let's find your friends. They are very good hiders."
They are.
And they head to area 3. 12 in area 3. If nobody, she moves on to 4. 15 and 4.
She finds me.
All right, so she picks up Whisper and puts her on her other shoulder.
I pout.
She
It's
said,
okay, Whisper.
I almost didn't see you there, but then I did. She picks her up. 17 in area 5. Nobody in area 5. And the final area 15. She says, your friends are very, very good hiders. I must look extra hard next time. And she runs back to area 1 for a nat 20 in area 1. Nobody in there? Okay. All right. 22 in area 2.
She finds me.
She finds Hattie. So she picks Hattie up and puts them next to Snow on her shoulder and moves on to area 4.
I saw her find you. It was fun.
24 in area 4.
Hi.
Oh, hello. I knew I would find you. And she looks around. That dragon-sized kobold, he's the last one. I knew he was going to be tricky. And she says, I will look extra hard, and moves on to the next area. 28.
You found me.
You're a good hider. You're a great hider. And she pets you on the horns and says, okay. What a fun game. What a fun game that was. Tell you what, she says, setting you all down in front of her. If you want to play again, we'll go double or nothing. If not, that's okay. I'll just take you to Christopher Robbins. And
I'm already gone.
she hands Yuri a little pouch of gold that has 20 little gold pieces in it.
I chase off after Hattie.
I will smell you later.
Snow jumps down and runs away.
All right, so everybody's hiding again. Same deal. Roll your stealth, pick a spot, don't tell me. And she said, I knew you guys would love this game. This is so much fun. And you're so cute to boot. I just want to pinch your cheeks. Anyways, 34, 47, 90, 70. Ready or not, here I come. And she runs this time to area 6 first. And that is a 27 for area 6. Nobody in area 6 under a 27. Okay. Area 5, 27 again.
Oh, you got me.
Oh, you weren't as sneaky this time, but you still got some gold. So she picks up Yuri and puts him on her shoulder. Goes to area 4. 26 in area 4.
Hi. I'm up here.
She looks up in the tree and says, you certainly are up there. I can't quite reach you. Jump and I'll catch.
Whee! And I flap my little tiny wings on the way down.
She catches Hattie and puts them up next to Yuri on her shoulder. Area 3. 17 in area 3.
I have been found.
Snow?
Nope, Whisper.
Whisper. You guys sound so close to each other.
Do we?
Picks Whisper up and puts them on his shoulder or her shoulder. Goes to area 2. 21 in area 2. Nobody there. Okay. Area 1. 25.
I stick my head out from underneath a lily pad. Hi.
And she giggles and picks Ella up and says, that was a very, very good hiding spot. Now to find your last friend, Snow. And she goes back around and looks for Snow. 23 in area 6. Ooh. 38 in area 5.
Yeah, she fucks me.
And she picks Snow up and takes you guys back to the river where you first saw her and sets you down and hands you each a little tiny mushroom and says, "This will turn you back to your regular size."
I start muttering about things that make you small and things that make you tall, and cookies and mushrooms, and don't bump your head, but I take a nibble anyway.
And you just go back to your normal size self.
I'm not that much bigger.
And she hands Snow a bag of 40 gold.
Thank you.
And she says, "Okay, this way to Christopher Robin's." After everybody is back to their size, she leads you through the forest. And as you go through the forest, you pass a very, very large tree that has a sort of tree house built into it. And you hear some hooting coming from inside, but she doesn't stop and keeps taking you along to a large clearing with a house that sits in the center that is absolutely not what you expected Christopher Robin's to be. And she says, "Okay, here's Christopher Robin's," and she's gone in a flash.
Bye.
Thank you.
No.
That was very fun. I felt very fuzzy.
You
That
were
was so
very good at that game.
Guys, before we leave, we need to see if she'll give us some of those files, because that would be a fun party game.
That would be so
Yeah.
fun. But I am very worried about this house because it has teeth.
Oh,
Oh, I knew it was too good to be true.
If Christopher Robin lives there, I have questions about his nature.
me too.
You don't see the teeth. It just looks like a very old and dilapidated, scary house.
Sorry, my bad. I was imagining things
No,
again.
you're okay. You're okay. You are like, what in tarnation? How did we go from a beautiful spring in the 100-acre wood to this abomination here? And it's dark. It didn't feel like it took you that long. You don't know why it's dark, but it's definitely dark.
Darkness. I knew it. Darkness. And that looks like a house for Heartless. Well,
Wait. This could be a good thing. This could mean darkness hasn't infected here yet, like it has everywhere else. We could stop it before it gets bad.
we could learn a lot about what's going on. There is truth in process. I think we should be sneaky.
Would. And as I look around, it looks like they are the least sneaky. Okay, well, whoever has the lowest stealth modifier can have a bardic inspiration.
I have a +3.
And it goes suddenly very, very, very quiet around you.
Nervous humming, despite the fact we're trying to be sneaky. I guess I'm gonna keep going towards the door and open it.
We are sneaking.
So you want to sneak up to the door.
Yeah.
Well, it is very, very, very dark.
Now I'm going to be very quiet here as I tell you that I can see shades of gray. It's I don't mind it, to be honest.
So you approach this house. It is very, very, very dark. If you're able to see shades of gray, you can see the dilapidated porch as you step up onto it. It creaks very loudly. Loud enough to kind of startle you since it is very, very quiet other than that.
And look at the porch and say, shh.
And just as you get near the door, it swings wide open.
As that happens, I would like to cast light on my hat so that my friends can see.
It doesn't work.
Uh-oh.
Oh no.
That's
This is bad.
It's fine. This is fine.
Anyone
I'm
else scared?
so useless, y'all.
Oh no.
No. This isn't your fault.
In fact, you feel as if the tingling that you felt earlier maybe might have tingled your magic away.
Oh, the tingling made my magic tinkle.
Oh no.
We are magicless. This is bad.
Oh no.
Well, it couldn't be worse than where we came from. So I'm going to take out my daggers.
I'm gonna head to the front and get out my sword.
Seeing them get ready, I'm just gonna bring out my shillelagh and be like, I can't see nothing.
Neither can I. I'm swinging this. I'm gonna be swinging this sword blind, and I gotta pray to the gods I don't hit one of you.
Poseidon, protect us. The door's open, right?
The door swing wide open. Yes.
I'm gonna head inside.
Ooh.
Let's fight the darkness.
Despite the darkness, Whisper heads in the door.
I also can see in shades of gray, so I will follow closely behind her. Very nervously.
Come on, come out. I'm not gonna hurt you.
And you all head into the door?
I think we'll regret this, but yes.
Yeah. As the door swings shut behind us, and long as we enter,
Of course it does.
Well, what kind of scary, dilapidated mansion would it be if the door opened for you, but did it close itself?
Probably be rude,
I
actually.
mean, it needs its manners, right?
The manor has manners, absolutely.
Boo.
And as the door slams shut behind you, you hear an ominous ticking sound as several symbols on the wall begin to glow.
Oh no.
Uh-oh.
You hear a ticking noise, and every second, another symbol in line pulses.
What do the symbols look like?
Bits and bobs, just random shapes and things of the sort.
Look for the clock. Look for the clock.
There are 30 different symbols on the wall, and they light up one per second. You just hear lots of ticking.
Um,
Can I read them? Or are they like just pictures?
Yeah, they're just like thingamabob pictures. They're not any words or anything like that.
I'm gonna start looking around for anything that either looks like a lever, a button, a random book I can pull. Though I would have to ask somebody to lift me to do it. A clock. That ticking has me concerned. Anything like that.
You find nothing. You are in an empty room with a door on the wall under the symbols, and the symbols are ticking.
Well, that's not good. Someone cut the red wire.
does it seem like it's ticking down towards something?
Mm-hmm.
Oh god! We can't make sense of the symbols. Okay.
And there's nothing else in the room with us.
Nothing else, just the door and the symbols.
Do the symbols give off enough light that us without dark vision can start seeing things?
No.
I think we gotta open the door.
No, this is not the final. I'm not going out like that.
So, as the symbols tick in succession down the line, at each one, it gets a little louder and a little more ominous. As you're at about the 5th symbol in the line of 30.
Open the door, open the door.
You cannot open the door.
Ah, no. I think something's gonna come out of it. Oh, no.
Does anyone have tinder? Flint?
I mean, maybe I should try to unlock it first.
I have oil.
Oh, I'm not trying to light the house on fire. I have a lantern. I'm trying to light my lantern.
Yes.
I have a torch.
Now, can I unlock this door with a 26, perhaps?
You fiddle with it, and you think you almost got it, and you think you hear it click, and then you just realize the click was another tick, and the door did not open.
Yeah.
I have a lantern. It's ready to light if someone has flint. I don't have flint. I usually light it with my magic.
Yes, and it's a damn shame your magic doesn't work here.
Funny how that happens.
It is very funny how that happens.
What about tinderbox? I think that's technically.
Yeah, the tinderbox is what I need. Can you light this? And I hold up my lantern to you.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, let's open. Okay.
So I have a hooded lantern, and I just start shining it at the symbols and then all around the room.
It's a
Directions. It's a hooded lantern, so it's like focused in one area.
It's a dark room made of wooden planks, and there's a door in front of you, and the symbols are ticking, and they're at about halfway through the line of symbols now.
At least now everyone can see.
Maybe we should have gone to my home instead.
I'm feeling that.
Can we start tapping on the symbols? Does that do anything?
They're pretty high up on the wall. You could try.
Okay. Whisper, come give me a boost.
Happily. And I'll
Okay.
boost her up.
All right. Go and try to tap on these symbols, see if anything happens.
Just high
moment
five
you
them.
The moment you touch one, the clock ticks, the ticking sound goes faster, and it skips 3 symbols.
Oh, come on!
Oh no! That's not good! Ah!
I'm going to take out my thermos and just start drinking my tea.
Oh, no.
I'm going to look at Yuri and go, to whatever happens next.
Oh,
Oh no.
Yes, you mentioned that chord.
And the ticking gets closer and closer to the end. 5, 4, 3, 2.
What could possibly go wrong?
Famous F words.
Yay! Why would you say that? We talked about this. We talked about this.
1. And when the last tick hits the last symbol, A burst of glitter pops out over you in the room, and the door opens into the main foyer.
That was unexpected. And
Did
I
we do it?
take a
What?
final swig of my tea and walk into the foyer.
Uh, um,
At least it was just glitter.
This place might be as zany as where I come from.
I start
I'm
picking
gonna-
up some glitter.
I'm gonna stand there for just a moment, pale and shaking,
Just
and
processing.
then I'm gonna burst into so many words a sailor would be blushing right now.
I'm on the floor collecting my glitter, just
A lot of
blushing.
time with Max, Ella. A lot of time with Max, Ella. Those words are very colorful.
Um,
Oh boy.
Do you need help picking that up, Whisper?
I just wanted like a couple of handfuls, but sure.
So, Hattie, your lantern certainly worked in the first room, but when you come into the second room, it doesn't seem to give off much more light than the actual little piece of lantern itself.
It's a good thing I still have dark vision, but Twinkle, you better go back and like let the. Well, is Twinkle even here then?
You don't see Twinkle at all.
Twinkle, Twinkle, little bat. Oh dear, I wonder where he's at. I'm gonna go back and get Snow and Ella's hands and say, onward and darkward. And I'm gonna just sort of take their hands because I know they can't see and try to kind of guide them into the next room.
So you're able to make out, if you have dark vision, you're able to make out a table on one side of the room and 5 barrels on the other side of the room and a large doorway at the center kind of north wall of the room. They've got a table on the east and barrels on the west and a doorway on the north, and you're coming in at the south. In front of the doorway, you see a large bubble, and in this large bubble floats a torch that most certainly probably is magical enough to light up the place that you're in, if you could figure out how to get to it.
I'm guessing just reaching through the bubble does nothing.
No, it is like a hard magic bubble shell.
I'm whispering to Snow and Ella what I see in the room.
There are 5 barrels, right?
5 barrels, yes. Make me, Ella, a perception check.
Do I have disadvantage because I can't see?
It is a scent-based perception.
Okay, yay. That's a 13.
Okay, when you look towards the barrels, you get a familiar smell in your nose that smells very fishy.
Hold on. I kind of stumble towards one of the barrels, and I'm gonna take my dagger and try to open one of them.
They're actually open.
Oh.
Open
Okay.
taps with water and what sounds like splashing coming from each barrel.
I'm gonna try to look into the best of my ability to make sure they're actually fish in here, like I think.
Yep. You see 5 different kinds of fish in each, one different kind in each barrel.
Anyone have like a bowl or something?
A bowl?
there's like a bunch of different fish in the barrel. I want to see if maybe we can put like the same fish in this same barrel.
I have a water skin. That'll work.
Well, they're separated, right? So there's one kind of fish in barrel 1, one kind of fish in barrel 2, one kind of fish in barrel 3. They're each in their own 5 different kinds in 5 different barrels.
Okay.
Standing next to the barrels and jumping. Go, which kind of fish are they? Can you smell the difference?
Every time someone says the word fish, a magical line of text appears on the wall near the bubble. The first one, when Ella said that, told you there was fish in there, it said to swim and live.
Okay.
When Hattie says the word fish, the next words that show in each one is grown.
Everyone say fish.
And when you say the word, another line pops up. A drink and a fish.
Fish?
And the last line, to each his own. And these words glow bright enough across the wall that what you didn't see before was 5 steins sitting across the table, like large beer steins.
So maybe we have to put a fish in the stein?
Or by the stein?
Are the steins empty or?
No, each of them has a different liquid in it. You could probably figure out what they are by sniffing them. You wouldn't have to drink it per se.
Okay. I can do it or someone else can.
Whoever.
You have a good nose.
All I smell is fish.
Whisper, can you give me a boost up?
Yeah. Let's go.
All right. Yuri, you can definitely smell what these are. Each of these smells like something that you would find in a street market, where one of them smells like beer, another one smells like blood wine, one smells like ginger ale, one of them smells like a cinnamon whiskey, and the last one smells like lemonade.
I have a nose for these things.
How do we figure out which fish goes with which? Somebody should bring over a fish.
If we look at the different fish, knowing what the drinks are, does it look like a certain fish would pair well with each drink?
Well, you have catfish, you have trout, you have pufferfish, you have salmon, and you have guppies.
Nope, I can't do that.
And puffer.
Catfish, trout, puffer, salmon, guppies. Well, guppies are little, and lemonade is usually a drink for children. Pufferfish are toxic, so I'm inclined to say either the ginger ale to settle your stomach or the blood wine because it could kill you.
I think the blood wine might go with the salmon, maybe, or maybe the trout. Ugh.
For some reason, catfish and beer sound like they go together, but I don't have a reason for that.
Now, there are several fish in each barrel, enough that you could probably do trial and error if you wanted.
Yeah.
Mhm. Should we try the guppies and the lemonade, or a guppy and the lemonade?
Yeah, try
I
that.
think so.
So you scoop out a guppy and you drop it in the lemonade. And it swims for a moment, and then it stops swimming and kind of floats to the top.
Not the lemonade.
Oh,
Oh. Okay,
All
okay.
right, let's put a guppy in the whiskey.
Same thing. It floats, swims around for a minute, and then stops and kind of floats to the top.
Guppy in the ginger ale.
Same thing. Swims around, floats to the top.
Guppy in the blood wine.
Same thing. Swims around, floats to the top.
I'm so sorry, little fishies. Guppy in the beer.
Now, this guppy swims around very happily, gulping almost as if it's drinking the beer.
Okay. Guppy goes with beer.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna drop a salmon in the blood wine.
It swims around for a minute and then floats to the top.
When I had a salmon over for tea, he liked lemonade.
And the lemonade.
Swims around a little bit longer, takes a gulp, floats to the top.
Of course, there's
Fireball.
individual taste.
Swims around, floats to the top.
Ginger ale?
Swims around very happily. Does not
Okay.
float to the top.
Puffer fish. Blood wine.
When you put the puffer fish in the blood wine, it immediately puffs up and rolls over onto its back at the top.
Well, that was unexpected.
Try the whiskey.
Puffer fish whiskey.
The puffer fish does not puff up. It swims around calm, cool, and collected.
I got it. Hold on. I got it. This is some sort of puzzle.
Yes.
Puffer fish whiskey.
Okay, yeah. So, trout lemonade.
Aha! It swims around very, very happily. And the bubble holding the torch starts to glow.
3, 4, 6. That leaves catfish with the blood wine.
Absolutely catfish with the blood wine. And the bubble kind of makes a poop. And there's this magical floating torch that illuminates the whole room.
I can see.
And the door is open. And if you look through the door, your magical torch is bright enough that you see a grand sort of living room area that has a staircase that goes up and a couple of doors that go other directions.
Well, I'm gonna sneak up a little bit and see what I can see, hear what I can hear, be what I can be. I'm
got
talking
this,
too
buddy.
much. There's too much talking. Why am I still talking? Stop talking.
You're not very sneaky, you shiny little dragon. the light from the torch is just bright enough that you are not able to successfully hide.
If we stop for a moment, kind of listen, do we hear movement or noise from anywhere?
You hear a kind of low rumbling sound that sounds like a boiler coming from under the floorboards, maybe in a basement.
And any sign that someone's been through here recently?
Absolutely not, which is surprising because you did see the image of a boy in a window earlier. Everything
Which
seems to be covered in sheets and dust and cobwebs.
We did see a boy. Which window did we see the boy out of?
Upstairs left.
Do we? I start to head there and then stop and look at the others before I go because communication is important. We saw a boy
Is
there.
that where we're heading next then? I'm down to check it out, if everyone else is.
I don't see a better alternative.
Well, it's either that or go figure out what's going on with the sound of the boiler, which may blow up in our faces if we go check that out.
Great.
And also the boy could attack us, but if at least that one we could probably fight him off if he's hostile.
I mean, the boiler could blow up on our keisters if we're above it, but sure, why not? This is horrible.
Upstairs we go.
Let's go.
You hear this very low rumbling. And each step you step on as you head up the stairs creaks very, very loudly. Very loudly. Each one making a louder noise than the other, it seems like, as you step up the stairs. And you climb these stairs, and the rumbling seems to sort of echo through this upstairs hallway once you reach the landing. And once the last person steps foot in the landing, you hear a loud cackling noise as the whole house starts to rumble. And that is where we will cliffhanger until next week.
You monster.
Bum, bum, bum.
I don't see what could possibly go wrong.
And next
Famous
week will
last
be the
words.
end of our stream because we're all going to die. Great.
Ah, no.
Famous last words. I don't see what possibly could go wrong.
Thanks for
See you next
joining us, audience. We're probably gonna die.
Yeah, hope
Thanks
you're
for
excited for our
watching.
death.